just mirrors or spinach over here. There's spaghetti models and empty rum bottles, and sometimes Louis says hi. Hey, Louis. But you don't get no hurries and don't have no worries, cause we're drunk donkey nationwide. Everybody now. Mike's weather page. You know he'll be tracking every move that makes. You know it's Mike's weather page. You know he won't let us all get blown away. Did I ever tell you the story of the drunk donkey? Once upon a time, there was this weather woman. You can come as a pilot, you stay kind of quiet, but you know you love watching Mike's page. Yes, we do. So put your cone head shirt on, watch it live on your phone, and drink drunk donkey beer all day. You go down Mike's weather page. You know he'll be tracking every move that makes. You know it's Mike's weather page. You know he won't let us all get blown away. Is that Blobby Bobby? I think that's Juicy Jerry.
Who else is dancing? Luann says, "What's up, everybody? It's Friday." Some Fridays for some. Hey, there's some people work on the weekends, so it's always hard to. It might not be your Friday. Look at that. We got music. We got dogs making weird noises. What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. It's Easter weekend. So, hope everyone is ready for that. And the Easter Bunny shows up and brings all the kitties eggs and chocolate and all that good stuff. So, what's up? This is Mike here, the Daily Brew. It's funny, I've been posting some tropical stuff. And people are like, hey, almost time to start going live again. Like, what are you talking about? We've been going live every day. Morning, Mike Clearwater. I know where that's at. What's up, Nick Becker? What's up, Amy McCall? What's up, Eric? Rays aren't doing too good, Eric. They look sloppy yesterday. What's up, Dale? What's up, buddy? This is Louie, by the way. Sometimes Louie says hi. So that's our buddy Andy Simmons wrote a whole bunch of songs for our page, and that was before Hunter. That was 2 years ago. That song was 2 years old. It's amazing. All right, so I got a few little things to say, stories to tell. Of course, we'll start things off. It is Friday. That is your jamming song. If you're going out tonight, make sure you swing by TGIF official party store, ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. Big supporters of our page. We love them to death here in Florida. Located all across the state. What's up, James? How's it going? No good softball highlights, but Emily did really good last night. We're proud of her. She had 4 pretty solid hits, and every single one was caught. She hit the hardest ball I've ever seen, and the shortstop jumped 2 feet off the ground and caught it. It's like, are you kidding me? The heck's up with that? Jeez and crackers. But she did good. We're proud of her. So, all right. Well, let's see here. So we got a little bit of tropics to talk about. Everything in a nutshell. We got a little bit of lingering storms down in Florida. I'm surprised the front held together. It's kind of juicy. I'm looking at the radar right now. Light rains falling south of Interstate 4. We do have wet weekend planned, unfortunately. We'll leave that up here while we chit-chat some more. Let me pull this one up. Let's pull this little guy up. And we'll talk about a few more things, and then we'll get right into it. Oh, my goodness. Louie, I gotta make this smaller, buddy. I gotta fit the screen a little better there. There we go. All right, that looks better. Sorry. So we just lost Louie. So now we'll talk to Hunter. So we got this. Remember Wednesday I was messing up. So I get emails from Talladega, and the guy that works there, Josh, was emailing me. Hey Mike, I hope I see you coming up for Talladega. And then I had a buddy talking, and I just assumed Talladega was this weekend. Well, I kept saying it's going to be a bad weekend for Talladega. Well, guess what? Talladega's next weekend. But this is your rain, unfortunately, across the south. This is Saturday and Sunday. We'll get into all that. But it is Easter, so I want to show a couple funny things here. So Sarah brought home eggs. So happy Easter. Sarah colored eggs. So we have a forever memory now when we put out the Easter stuff. And as you know, it was Sarah's birthday this week. And thank you so much for all the birthday wishes, by the way. It was great on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. So Sarah wanted a dog and a boyfriend. So thanks to Amazon, she got a new dog. She didn't specify a real one or not. So we got her another Frenchie. This one's doesn't pee in the house. I'm like, this little guy. So I give him a cup of water, and they pee 10 times that. I don't know how it's even possible. They must have a secret water source in the house, right? You know what I'm talking about, right? It's like, how can you just produce so much pee, man? All right. So I just want to share that. Happy Easter. And definitely a lot of folks are out today for Good Friday, too. So, all right. Let's see. Let's talk about the tropics. First off, funny story. I always like to start out with something kind of funny. Good morning, Jamie. Good morning, Scott. Let's say some highs, by the way. So we are streaming live on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. Some of you all like us on all the platforms. We appreciate that. But I primarily read the chats here on YouTube and Facebook. What's up there, John Ferguson? How's it going down there? I saw your pictures, man. It looks like spring is in the air in the Caymans. Bonnie, what's up from Biloxi? I hung out there with Jim Cantori back at the Golden Nugget during Zeta. What's up, Jason from Lubbock, Texas? My Hooters gift certificate, man, from a couple years ago. What's up, Cindy from Norfolk, Virginia? James, I know I'll show a drought meter, but unfortunately the latest drought meter just came out. And Southwest Florida's still in a little bit of drought. So Easter weekend, yes, Jamie. Good morning, Teresa. What's up? Where's everybody from? This is cool, man. So we are getting ready to start doing tropics. What's up, Michael? Hey, buddy, down south, man. What's up, racing buddy? Little rain coming your way, Mike. What's up, Christina from Somerville, South Carolina? I think there's a Hardee's in Somerville. I remember stopping in Interstate 95. The hottest place on the planet is South Carolina. For sure, for sure. All right, so funny story real quick. I got to share with you. So we have all kinds of supporters on our page. We really appreciate it. I have to share a little funny story here. Let's see if I can bring them up here. I got to get two things clicked out of here. This thing has been running crazy all day. Let me see here. It's not bouncing. There it is. All right, so there's a fresh one. All right, so Decks and Docks, located all through Florida here, but they have a store here by Madeira Beach. And we're gonna go hang out with them. They're big supporters of our page. We really appreciate it. And trust me, docks and weather and hurricanes, most of our followers are avid water people, right? So it's great to have a supporter that builds docks. But what was the point of this is the logo is Howard the Pelican. It hit me this week. I'm like, it's perfect. The Golden Nugget story from Zeta. Howard the Duck, we called him the Duck. He's actually a pelican. So Howard the Pelican is docking next to the logo. And that's our guy, man. Shelly made all kinds of funny stuff about that. And then I found this video. Let me find it. Here we go. If you might remember, this was during Tropical Storm Ada. And I was down with Dylan Hubbard at his place. This is the storm that just fascinated the heck out of me because we had so much, let me turn the volume up.
Parking garage.
So much surge, right? It was fascinating to me. So going to a dock story, look at the surge coming in. This is an actual, this was, Dale's there. He was with me. There's Hubbard right here. This is fun. I'm looking back at old live video. There's Dale right there. Let's see if we can see Dale Kindberg. I just saw you in the video. There he is. Look. Nope, that wasn't Dale. That's Hubbard, though. All right, so let me show you the funny parts. So it's talking to docks. I think there's Dale. There's Dale. There he is. So this is not recommended. This is the most stupidest thing you can ever do. But we went out on the dock because he's taking care of his boats. The docks were underwater and the surge was coming up. You can see it there. And like two kids, we ran out onto the dock here. I think you'll see it. Big wave came, and we ran like little kids watching. There's more to that, but then I shut off. But docks don't like going up. They come apart when the waves go underneath them. And if you listen to our Madeira Beach Hurricane Expo, the Coast Guard was there, and they talked a lot about docks and cleats, and don't hook up to cleats on the dock, hook up to pylons, because, you know, docks come apart from waves and surge. Something I didn't really think about. So, you know, a lot of people hook up to their cleats not thinking about that. The cleats are hooked to the dock. The docks get blown apart from the waves. So you always hook up to your pylons. Makes sense, right? So anyway, funny story. All right, so what else we got? Let's go back to the page. All right, so here's current radar. Let's just talk about that. There's an old lingering front. We got some storms over on southeast Florida right now. We had a storm yesterday come across northern Florida. We had a little cell this morning around Ocala, Gainesville. I'm not sure who specifically, but when I woke up, there was a little cell here. But there's your current radar. And let's take a look at future radar just for kicks here. Let's jump right into what the future holds, because unfortunately, like we've been showing, there's a little bit of energy coming down that's going to be lingering across the south and giving them rain the next weekend, pretty much. Let's just go to this. All right, so all this rain in South Florida, you know, here's that. All right, so here's noontime. Well, you know, daytime heating, we saw it yesterday. We started getting storms developing in the middle of the state. Normal summertime pattern. They float a little bit to the east. So we're going to have some more East Coast showers today. Some of these could be strong with daytime heating. National Weather Service talked about that yesterday with Miami, central part of the state down here. So there they are. They're going to flow again a little bit to the south and maybe just linger to the south. So we could have some storms tonight. So there you go. I-4 south for Florida. You can see that. This is the rain today. So we are going to get increased rains today. They could drift over, hopefully, to the west coast. I know a lot of folks talk about how dry it is. So there is a chance this evening around 5, 6 o'clock tonight we could see some storms, especially in the Naples area. So let's hope that holds up because they are needing some rain down there. But here's what comes for the weekend, unfortunately. We get into overnight hours. Here's that next line. This is midnight tonight. No severe storms expected. They're not talking tornadoes, but definitely high thunderstorm chances. And this is going into tomorrow morning. So here's tomorrow, 11 a.m. So this line tomorrow lingers and kind of, it might hit the panhandle. There's a chance. This is tomorrow evening. So here's your wake up tomorrow. There's that line coming through overnight tonight. But look at this. This is throughout the day tomorrow. And, you know, some of this could reach the panhandle. Definitely looks like it could reach down to Pensacola. So, you know, we got one line of storms tomorrow into the tomorrow evening hour. And it's going to reach the Gulf Coast. Like you guys have not had enough, right? Through Arkansas. And then this line's going to refire up for Sunday. This doesn't go out to Sunday yet. But like I was showing before, Sunday storm chances could be even a little bit more, unfortunately, for some of the same areas like Deja Vu, Groundhog Day. Talked about this on Wednesday, but yeah, Sunday is definitely not good for Easter here for a big part of the lower south. So that's your storm potential map. And that stinks for people that have Easter plans. We can go look a little bit more in the GFS here real quick and just kind of zoom in on the southeast and talk about it. But here's your Saturday morning rains. Here's that overnight line tonight. It's going to be reaching down throughout the day tomorrow across a big part of the south. And then on Sunday morning, it starts firing up again, and another little surge comes across the south Sunday. And afternoon storms Sunday night popping up again in middle Florida. That's our normal summertime pattern. But this area, unfortunately, yuck. So you might want to tell the Easter Bunny. Let's do Sunday morning wake-up call. Might want to call the Easter Bunny and tell it. I don't know if Easter's a girl or boy. Here's your Sunday morning wake-up call. Let's see. So here's Sunday morning. And, of course, this is going to all change. But the stuff hasn't really so you might be okay for a good chunk. Let's look at all of them. So this is Sunday morning. This is Sunday morning. This is Sunday morning. Even the Euro Sunday morning. So realistically here, everybody here looks not too bad. It's Sunday morning. This area could be building rain Sunday morning. So if you haven't been to Tropical Tidbits in a while, he's added the Euro 6Z, 18Z, which means every 6 hours there's a new run on the Euro. The 6Z and 18Z don't only go out 90 hours, but now there's rain maps on the Euro for Tropical Tidbits, so that's cool for sure. Oh, and hey, happy tax day. You know, taxes don't have to be postmarked until Monday. Bummer, right? Especially if you got to pay. Yeah. All right, so look at this. So don't judge. But the Louis cups in the washing machine, that dishwasher, not the washing machine, that would make a hell of a noise. Clonk, clonk, clonk. It's in the dishwasher. So I had to whip out my favorite princess cup. Sarah's like, Daddy, what are you doing? Hey, Evelyn, never look for Easter eggs while wearing a raincoat. Nope. We made a mistake when, let's look at temperature. Somebody just asked. Dirt slinging at Bristol, Mark. Yeah. So we moved into Oldsmar. We made a mistake and let the Easter Bunny know that the kids like chocolate. So they Easter Bunny put chocolate in the eggs. And the next morning when the kids went out to find the Easter eggs, a lot of the raccoons already found them. It was an epic nightmare because we had chocolate wrappers everywhere. It was awful. But anyway. But yeah, this is live, by the way. This is live the satellite right above me. You can see that frontal line coming through. And that's it. So we got a break. Somebody asked about temperatures. That's a cool idea. Ah! Cool idea. Mike, I appreciate it, man. I'm trying to figure it. Hey, what's up, yo hell? Rum and cigar night. Hope things are good down there, man. Cheers in the Princess Cup. Hey, I got to do a shout out to my local Chili's, by the way. We had Sarah's birthday party there, and they hooked us up big time. Vic down there. So cheers to Vic at Chili's for letting us throw our birthday party. And we didn't have rum, yo hell. We had a little Jack Daniels. It was my dad. My dad kept up with me. All right, temperatures. Let's take a look at temperatures. Yeah, Nate, we're kind of in a stagnant weather pattern. It's not really anything. You know, the good news is, looking at this is like the first time in forever we haven't had day 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8 probabilities for storms. So that's good news. Now there is chit chat. Maybe another line, but maybe something starts brewing the end of next weekend off the Pacific. So man, we might be in a week of nothing. I was talking to my friends, the Swinks. Their daughter goes up north, and they're talking about all the tornadoes, and how scary it is as a parent living here in Florida, and constant tornado warnings are going off, and your daughter is at a college, and they're constantly going down in the shelter. So hopefully the tornado season's slowing down a little bit. Countrywide, what's up? Good morning. So, Jamie, you want to know temps, but where? You got to tell me where. We can look at temps. You just got to let me know where. I have no idea. Let's do thermodynamics. So you said Saturday. All right, let's look at Saturdays for Jamie. She has a wedding. Is it your wedding? All right, Saturday morning. Here is Saturday morning. Boom. Saturday morning. 60s, no 50s anywhere. Hunter? He's got the walk. Hunter, come here, buddy. He's going to his spot. Panama City. All right, so Panama City. You're going to be in the low 60s in the morning Saturday. Boom. Oh, man, look at that warm up. 80s by afternoon. Look at this. We got 90s. Man, summer's freaking here, man. 90s in Naples and Fort Myers and down near Miami. Upper 80s all the way to Jack. 90 in Savannah, Georgia tomorrow. Holy cow, man. Where did this come from? We got lower 90s in Texas. Let's go look at a little more. Oh, man, that's hot. I didn't know it was going to be that hot. Things heated up quick. Let's take a look at Texas here. Lower 90s. Let's take a look at high temperatures tomorrow. So the storm threat again. Storm threat. They're not talking about anything too severe. Now today we got a slight chance of tornadoes here across Arkansas again. This is today's map. Some of this line is for later this evening as it gets into Saturday night. So slight chance of severe thunderstorms, eastern Oklahoma, western Arkansas. So, severe hail is the main threat. Tomorrow, that green line here from Texas to South Carolina, just basically severe thunderstorms into Saturday night. You just widely scattered thunderstorms. Tornado not even showing up, less than 2%. So, not, your typical thunderstorm stuff. Now, Sunday, maybe they'll introduce some sort of tornado. Slight chance Sunday. So that's, this is Sunday. Later in the day, Sunday. It's Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. So we could see more of the same. We'll see. But not the significant threats that we've been seeing. But still, nonetheless, we can't really get into any long range model. We'll look at temperatures tomorrow, and then we'll look at some more stuff, fun stuff. Then we'll talk tropics. Oh yeah, I got to talk about the tropics. This is a tropical show. Don't go anywhere. There is tropics to talk about. There is a chance we could see Alex. Man, dress it is, Jamie. Cool. Oh, because it's going to be hot. Well, let's look at temperatures again. Man, and I have already seen the hype machine up for tropics. So, I don't like to be first, but we love long-term tracking here, right? I had somebody over on Twitter giving me he was very polite. He was a pilot. I have no problem whatsoever. He's like, I got to stick with official forecasts. I'm like, no, that's fine. I get it. But we like to speculate. And, man, I see headlines like, oh, no, tropics are heating up, not what we wanted to see, or, could we have, but they don't say it's going to be an extremely weak, blobby, rainy mess that might affect Bermuda, and that's it as a rainmaker. That start of the season, man, everything gets so hyped up, and it's all how you say things. That's why I started sharing some graphics, which I like, with the arrows. Hopefully that's something new this year I might do more of. I took a picture last night, and I had so many people send me hate mail. Give me a break. All right, so here's a new picture. Maybe this will be, help show people, direction. Because if you just show this picture, some people might think, oh my God, is it going that way? Is it doing that? No, it's not. It's going to do that. And here's Bermuda. So we'll talk about that in a second. So there you go. It's all how you say things, right? I don't know. People get really worked up in the tropics, and gets people going. All right, so we're gonna go back to temperatures real quick, and then we'll because we got Jamie. I think she said car warranty time, Eric. All right, so here's Saturday. All right, so here's Saturday morning. Wake up temps mid 60s, and then these are low temperatures. I got to go high temperatures. What am I doing here? I just got to do air temperatures, not high or low. All right, so there's your morning temps. All right, so let's go. There's your morning temps. So 60s around Panama, mid 60s. All right, and then afternoon we warm up to, man, we could hit some upper 90s in Texas. We might even hit 100 in Texas. All right, so here's tomorrow afternoon. All right, let's just stop it right here. So this is the HRRR. High 80s throughout the Florida Peninsula. 82. Yeah, you're going to be in the low 80s, middle 80s tomorrow. But look at Texas, man. We got 97 showing up. Oh, man, 95. Anything white's close to 100 already. So we're going to have close to 90 in Orlando, close to 90 in Naples, close to 90 in Fort Myers. And then things kind of cool down a little bit as this. And the reason it's cooling down is cloud cover and rain. It's not necessarily a cold front. These flattening out fronts really don't bring down the cold front. When I say flattening out, this is what I'm talking about. Here's that. So there's not really a surge of Arctic attic air. Here's tomorrow map. See, it's just a lingering old frontal boundary that's just kind of draping. That's kind of, it's not a cool front. That's why tomorrow's storms are not really severe, and there's really not any cool weather. Now Sunday comes around and you can see this starts to build back up. We start to get a little bit more instability, heat in the atmosphere, and that's why we got storms to worry about on Sunday. Our next big front could be pushing down. This is Tuesday. Let's see if we get any cold front on Tuesday. Then we're going to talk tropics. Last thing to ramble about, and then we're going to talk tropics. Let's take a look at if we do have a cold front coming down on Tuesday. So Tuesday, there's a little cold front. Look at that. I'll be damn. Oh my goodness, look at this. So, look at this. Tuesday morning. So Monday we got a little front coming down. Tuesday morning, we might get some 50s and down into Florida and maybe reaching even Orlando. Tuesday morning. How about that? Would you look at that? All right, so here's Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning, we could have 60s all the way down to South Florida. There's 50s across the Panhandle. Let's see what the old Euro says. Then go out that far. That's 6Z. Go to 00Z. And, 50s. Look at that. So, Panhandle is going to get some 50s on Tuesday. Get your firewood. All right, let me close some things down. That will drift right into the tropics here. I'm going to read some what y'all are chit-chatting about. Say bye-bye to ABC. Anyways. Good morning, Christina. How's it going? Golf is getting hot, Louisa. Yes, it is. Scooch down the radar image. Which one? Right here? Above my head? This is satellite. Hey, John. There you go. There's your satellite for Cayman Islands. Is that what you want, buddy? Yep. Bill, what's up? Sitting rain. You got it. All right. Here's the deal. All right, so let's talk about tropics real quick, and then we'll, I guess we'll cut it short. I don't know. I'm taking my picture today, Shelly. I know you've been on me, but we giving away an awesome Furman generator at the Hurricane Expo here in Oldsmar, April 27th. All you got to do is show up to be there to get your name in the hat or a bucket or a plate or... I wonder if anybody ever goes to one of these like giveaways and you say, oh, you said you're going to put your names in a hat. Call them out. I bet you they don't have a hat. They probably... We're going to put your name in a hat, but it's not a hat. All right, so here's tropics. Let's go right into that. All right, so what are we looking at? So here's the official thing. This is what I always tell people, obviously. That's what I told my buddy over on Twitter. Don't go... this is always your official map. If you're worried about speculation, this is your 5-day map. There's nothing. I use these. These are experimental. I don't even know if they're live this season. Yeah, it says April 15th. So there's nothing on these. But I did see a lot of chatter yesterday from the Weather Channel and others that we could see some preseason action. So let's just go to Tropical Tidbits, and we will zoom into our eastern U.S. That's kind of what I wanted to show, I guess, because I like to keep it kind of big. And this is what we got. This is low pressure. I like to start out here. These are our 850 millibars. And you'll see. So what we're looking at, I actually want to go a little bigger than that. Let's go to, I guess we've got to go to Western Atlantic. Do it right. All right. So what we're looking at is some energy that's kind of linked to what's going through Florida right now. This general area is going to pick up some low pressure action middle week. And that middle week front, remember that middle week front that we talked about? coming down Monday, Tuesday. It's going to pull because the high pressure out here, everything flows clockwise. It's going to pull whatever's down here, and it's going to have a brief window of possibly spinning a little bit. We always say spinach. I got to get Julie to bring me home a can of spinach. And history, we've had a system in May or April the last 7 years in a row. 7 years in a row. Now, some people argue that they're naming systems too much now. Maybe, I don't know. But there's classifications that tropical systems need to have. Now, maybe the science is better. Maybe, hurricane hunters are doing more recon flights. They're getting more information. Subtropical systems now are included. Whatever the case may be, we've had 7 years of a named storm. So it's not uncommon. And let me tell you what will happen. If we get a system in April, this guy, or May, likelihood we'll get one in May, everybody jumps on the old bandwagon. Oh my God, we're going to have a terrible season. Well, there's been years that we've had a system in May, and we had nothing in June or July. We go through this. These are old fronts. See, these old fronts come down and leave a little low pressure area churning, and that's what spawns tropical systems. So obviously, early in the season, we're getting cold fronts coming down. This is a cold front. Let's look at a big satellite imagery here, what I'm talking about. So here's a cool one, I guess. This is kind of big. But this cold front, of course, my button is big now. Bigger button. This cold front is going to basically leave around a little energy and help get things going. And all the May systems are always around here, always from old cold fronts. So that's why we get, May systems. And then we get a break in June or July and June because we don't get cold fronts. They don't make it this far south. So when cold fronts don't get this far south, they flatten out. And we're not getting any tropical waves yet that come across Africa yet. They get torn apart. So this season is frontal line season, and then as we get into more August, we get tropical waves come across the Atlantic and help get things going. So things get going early in the season from cold fronts. It's fascinating. And then we get this these waves coming in off of Africa, and we get this monsoon trough line that's way down here right now, but this eventually pulls to the north, the intertropics convergence zone. Once this gets going here a little far, this gets pulled to the north here as we get into the season more. Then we get these competing winds and help spin up these little spinners, and then they come across and then they get going, as we know. So, all right, so what we got next week? All right, so here is the GFS. So we'll see here. This is leftovers. Here we go. This is Monday. There we go. We're starting to see a little bit of sign of low pressure. Blues are lower pressure. Yellows and oranges are higher. There's no yellow. It's orange. Higher pressure. And what you'll see is just, a brief window of this tightening up. We're not talking anything like a hurricane. We're not talking anything other than weak tropical system, but it could be enough that it gets named, and that would be news at 11. So there you go. And it's heading. So here's that front midweek that's going to pull it up, and it's going to push it out to sea. So I never say 0.1% it could affect the conal U.S., but more than likely it's a rainmaker for Bermuda, and that's been this theme all along. 00Z, and you see these closed isobars. This is GFS. It's been showing. Sometimes these little barclonic type systems that get wrapped up in cold front lines get a little bit of help. So that's it, man. Ain't nothing, but it could be Alex. Now even the Euro, the last run got a little bit more aggressive on development. You can see it right there. Now the Euro's been pulling a little more north, but the Euro actually showing a little bit more structure in the last few runs. A little more verticity, a little more spinach. What's cool on this site with Levi, I always show Levi's site. I have a lot of paid sites, but Levi's site's free, and he's always supported us here at Mike's Weather page, so we support him. But now he's added a lot more cool features to the Euro. But you can see the wind barb directions here, and the color just indicates spinach in the atmosphere. But you can see the little vorticity getting caught up. You can see it right there. See it north of Bahamas. This is, unfortunately, anybody in the middle Bahamas could see some rain, Monday, rough seas, as this thing tries to get going. This is Monday. It's pretty interesting looking frontal line, though, honestly. We haven't talked a lot about that, but I'm not going to get into that too much. But Monday, Tuesday could be quite wet here along the East Coast. We'll follow this setup. That's actually pretty juicy. This is on Monday. So, yeah. Frontal line gets going here on the East Coast Monday, Tuesday. All right, so there you go. Euro. Even the CMC showing a little bit of spinach coming up. So, not enough to worry about. But I still think there's enough to talk about. I'm starting to see more people talk about it. So, I like my Icon. The Icon was really good 2 years ago. And it's definitely showing a little bit of spinach here in the tail end of that front. So that's all we got. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's how early season systems start. Here we go. You can see it. Some other cool maps here. I'll go back to my weather model site. You can kind of see a little different look here. Let's take a looky at, I'll just go to Euro, I guess, and we'll go to Tropical Atlantic and Southwest Atlantic. And then, whoops, that wasn't the one. Well, we could look at that one, I guess. We'll look at the vorticity. I kind of like this one. The colors make it clear. All right, so here's the Euro. Very weak, broad organization. This is Tuesday morning. Icon showing it. Icon did a really good job. You can see it start to get going here. So that's it. We'll see. Right? Nothing official. Nothing to worry about. Unless you're in Bermuda, you could have some, rain middle week. More likely to be Wednesday for Bermuda. We got a lot of people in Bermuda that watch us. We try not to say the word fish storm here because there's ships and there's Bermuda. Bermuda are people too. All right, so we'll just keep an eye on that. Nothing to stress about. As far as the season goes, we had another piece of little tropical news this week. The latest, let me just pull this one up and we'll chit-chat on that. Let me see what you guys are saying. Moist. Hey, I appreciate everybody tuning in, by the way, man. We have a lot of people that watch this after the fact, which is cool. But our numbers will be picking up once we start getting systems, that's for sure. Drawing the arrows, boom, John Madden of weather. That. So, Donna McCarty, that's awesome. She says, well, that means you're a supporter. We appreciate that, by the way. We really appreciate that. It all adds up, man. But Donna says she put the MWP sticker on her car now, or truck. Now she said people don't tailgate her as often. That's because we come across as like cool people. That's funny. So yeah, the only way you can get one of the cool stickers is to be a yearly subscriber to the page. We mail them out around Christmas time with a Christmas card. So if you want a Christmas card, sign up to be a yearly subscriber and you get a Christmas card and some other perks too, discounts. We're working on a text feature for Cat 5 subscribers. That's our highest tier. Cat 5 subscribers get a free t-shirt that's only exclusive to them. They get koozie, stickers, and free access to the app. That's like a $15, $20 value. And this year we're playing around with a text service to where only Cat 5, because there's going to be, I can't text anybody. Most of these services, stop at a few hundred. But so we're working on things for that. David, talking about baseball. You know what was weird was the instant replay yesterday. You're right. It looked just like an NFL game. They stopped and they looked at the camera. I was like, what? Why are they copying football? I don't like that. I liked it before when they just did the signs. Now they actually stop and they have the camera, and it looks just like you're at an NFL game when they're doing the replay. I didn't like that. I thought that was kind of weird. All right, so more tropical news. So you hear about us talk about La Nina, El Nino, and La Nino, La Nino. I always screw them up. So it's called the Enzo forecast. That's what we're looking at. This is a new one that just came out this week too. I think it came out yesterday, maybe. Yesterday. It's a long range predictor of I just had a brain fart because I'm over there and I see Sarah on the couch. I freaking just broke out in a sweat, like bam, because I thought I forgot to put her on the bus. I'm like, did I screw up? I forgot it's they're off from school today. Holy cow! And I knew that because I couldn't find the dogs. The dogs are always sleeping over here, right? Well, the kids are home, so the dogs were sleeping with Sarah. Whew! That's a heart attack material, man. Yeah, I'm definitely not a meteorologist. Cliff, 100%. I am not. And I never claimed to be. Self-taught, man. And I lean on all my buddies. They all good people, man. I do post pictures of me drinking beer. I could just not post it and pretend I don't, but I drink coffee a lot too. Not a day drinker. Just now that Emily's driving, I got my DD. A little pitcher now and then doesn't hurt. Or 2 or 3. 2's about my limit. 3, the next day is a little rough. All right, so this is your Enzo forecast. And the last Enzo forecast had... Now, the blue line is your probability of La Nina sticking around. Couple of shows ago, we talked about, and I'm going to go back and look at it after I tell you this story. We've seen years that we were in a El Nino. So La Nina typically means more Atlantic storms. Blue, more storms. Red is El Nino. And when we're in El Nino, it supposedly chokes off the ability of storms to develop. So that's why you're seeing a little bit more hype in the news this week, is because the latest Enzo forecast, this is it. The one in March had the blue lines lower. So now they're predicting that La Nina could start to come back a little bit towards the end of the season. And the likelihood of neutral is decreasing. So typically, that means that we could see a later end of the season. This is November. We've seen a lot of late season storms the last couple years. People turn the TVs off in October, unfortunately, when they hear these forecasts. So here is everything in a nutshell. We'll pull it up as best I can. So here's your typical El Nino, which we are not in. So when the waters in the Pacific are warmer than normal, it creates more storms on the Pacific side, which in turn creates a lot more wind shear, cooler waters on this side, meaning more chances for storms to get torn apart. And we haven't whipped out our toy yet. If you're just watching the show, you probably just said, this guy's a clown. But we're a really happy family with a lot of clowns. El Nino does not allow this to happen. And as you know, this is our stacking diagram. When storms stack, they become stronger. We'll show you that a lot more later. We have all kinds of toys. When we are in a La Nina pattern, the waters of the Pacific are cooler than average, creating a larger dome of stable air on the Atlantic side, which reduces wind shear, allows more toys to develop. And basically, we're looking at water temperature anomalies, and as long as the Pacific stays below normal, blue, then likelihood of La Nina, meaning more favorable conditions on our side. So anyway, they're predicting this to stay cooler than normal, allowing more activity here for the Atlantic side. Cool page here, though, that I got to show you is this guy. Historical information. I never clicked on this one. Yeah, I have. Okay. This one here indicates the years that we've been in La Nina in blue. That's really hard to look at, I know. It's a lot of numbers. But it's a cool tool. Because you can see that in the past 5 years, 2018, we were in a neutral. And I got to turn something off here. I keep getting beeps from a update thing. All right. So here's your months. J is January, August, September. So let's just go like to Irma, 17. This is going to be really big. So we'll go here. So 2017 with Irma. Where'd my chat go? All right, Irma. We were kind of in a neutral La Nina stage, right? Neutral La Nina, right? Fast forward to Michael, which obviously was October because we were going to Talladega. Where'd my button go? Here's 18. Now this is interesting. Look, 18. 2018. Look at October. So technically, in October of 18, we were more borderline El Nino. So bottom line, and this taught me a couple days ago, don't get so wrapped up in this El Nino, La Nina thing. Because even on a neutral to El Nino, man, it gets so confusing. It's kind of like a watch and a warning. But even on a neutral to La Nina pattern, 0.9 degrees above average, or that's their indice for La Nina, El Nino. I don't think that's temperature, but we still had Michael. So it doesn't mean everything. So there you go. And here's 2020. The active year. Look, it was La Nina toward the end of the season and last year. So it's an average thing. But I'm just saying, storms can still happen on years that you might think that they can't happen. There's my picture from last night, by the way. It was funny. All right, so let's see what else everybody's saying. We'll leave the radar on right quick, and we'll call it a day. Friday. I got some projects I'm working on. So, taco time. We got Sarah a cool taco blanket for her birthday. She's really happy. I know, 5 years, man. Irma 5 years ago. 17. Jeez. Man. Incredible. All right, any questions we can go over? That's right, Scott. Fisher-Price Stack Education. And then Shelly sent me these. I didn't really use them a lot last year. I'm going to have to use them more. I wonder if I can write on them right now. So we'll call. See, Shelly bought me these last year. So I'm going to do it right now. All right, so we're going to put an H. 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 This is our high pressure. This is our low pressure. What toys are we going to come up with this year? All right. So here it is. This. I always talk about this. Whoops, got to turn around. Boom. There. High pressure, low pressure. This is the Bermuda high. Actually, I should shift it because the camera's mirrored. All right. This is the Bermuda high, and this is your low pressure spinning around your Bermuda high. So we always talk about low pressures cannot impact high pressure systems. It's like magnets. Magnets. They're like magnets. So they repel each other, right? High pressures dominate, and it's so fascinating. We watch this all the time. High pressures block Dorian from hitting Florida. Systems spin around high pressure systems. Irma, high pressure built in. You still get weaknesses in the atmosphere like frontal boundaries. They're not really fronts, but they do weaken the high pressure system. Well, Irma was expected to curve that high pressure system and go up the East Coast. The high pressure system developed a little stronger, and we can track it's not always about tracking spaghetti models as much as it's tracking the developing trends of high pressures. It's easier tracking high pressure trends than it is spaghetti models, because spaghetti models go back and forth. High pressure trends, usually you can start to see trends, and we saw that with Florence. Florence was expected to curve out to sea, but we kept seeing signs that high pressure was going to start dominating, and it kept Florence going along the bottom of the high pressure system. So that's how we track things and predict and guess. But with Irma, the high pressure built in a little bigger, allowed Irma to go a little farther to the west and change things up. So fascinating stuff we can learn. We got to come up with a cool loop eddy toy. Got to think of one. Hey, check out this picture. My buddies. Julie found this. That was taken at. Oh, this is evidence. I can't share this. The L doesn't look mirrored. Bluffy, I don't know. What does it look like? I don't know. How does it look like? Well, the H is obviously. Well, I could have drew an L this straight down. What does it look like? Oh, you're right. It isn't mirrored. Well, how's that even possible? Oh, maybe it isn't mirrored. My brain's mirrored. I just have to hold it different. So we were talking about this the other day. This is kind of funny. Then I'm going to go, I guess. So I talked about these stickers. So I carry these stickers around, and the only way you get these little stickers is if you see me, and I usually have them in my back pocket. It's fun to give them away. But we had this funny little tag. Where did it go? Well, that stinks. It's gone. They keep changing our mentions. Huh. Where'd my bucket go? Where'd the bucket go, Shelly? Where'd my bucket go? It's gone. We shared it on Wednesday. They just don't. It's not always in your dang tags. Anyway, we had a bucket from the Crab Shack. Somebody had a picture of that bucket right there. That bucket right there with a sticker on it. And I claimed that it wasn't us. But I have picture evidence of us and the Furman crew there. And that was during Daytona 500 weekend. Guilty. And we talk about the supporter subscribers. Here's a picture of last year's Christmas card. So with the dogs. So we do appreciate all the support out there for sure. So all right, that's about it. Anything else we could talk about? I like to way down. Have a good day, Eric. She said it's way down. Is it there for you? I couldn't see it. Anyway. Etch and sketch toy. I used to have an etch and sketch. It was fun. But hey, hope everybody has a great Easter, seriously. My mom was making breakfast, tradition. She makes the best breakfast casserole. And then that'll be it. We got a couple Easter things we do around the house. And hang out at family for dinner. So hope you have a great Sunday for Easter for sure. It's going to be a little wet across the southeast, unfortunately. South, not really east. More upper Gulf. So that might be later in the day. But yeah, listen, appreciate tuning in. We made it through another Friday, and we're getting closer and closer to hurricane season. 1 month from now, May 15th, the National Hurricane Center starts issuing their daily advisories. We'll be getting fresh graphics every 6 hours. These little guys right here will be issued 1 month from today. We'll be getting these at 2 o'clock in Eastern and 8 o'clock Eastern. So that's always kind of fun. They usually post it about 15 minutes ahead of time. So if you're like me, 7:45 and 1:45, I'm like, refresh. Do we get a circle? That's usually where it starts. So yeah, it's happening. But as far as that goes, things are a little quiet. So I'm kind of surprised this front made it down this far. There is some rain down in South Florida. Remember today, let's look at this real quick. It looks like we're going to get some pretty good storm chances again later today for South Florida. So let's take a look at that real quick because we got a lot of folks down there talking about the drought. Look at that. Here's the latest drought index for Florida. This just came out. And we still got it in Carolina too. Let's take a look at that. But here's the latest for Florida drought index. Pretty much everybody's all right. Just southwest here, Florida is still under severe drought. Now watch what happens today, though. I think Mother Nature has a way of evening things out. Here's Carolina. Eastern Carolina is still dealing with it too, pretty big time. Now, ironically enough, Tuesday next week looks like you get a lot of rain here next Tuesday. So that's good news. As a matter of fact, let's look at that real quick. Let's look at the rain map for that. Always click the wrong one here. So here's your rainfall totals. Let's just go look at North Carolina for next week and see if they're showing it. Doesn't go out that far yet. Well, why are they going out that far? Tuesday. What are we doing here? Oh, here we go. There we go. All right. So, yeah, look at that. Let's just look at accumulation. So, yeah, look at that. Widespread rain. This is through next Tuesday. But look, we could have an inch plus, maybe 2 inches here. So this will help a lot. This is that frontal. I don't think it's really a front. Well, it is a front. Definitely a front. So that's good news for that. And then, like I said, Florida's going to even out maybe today. Here's rainfall expected today. Let's take a look at the radar first and foremost because we got this today. Anybody got any Friday night plans? Need to pay attention to this because we got some storms brewing for this afternoon. Looks like the flow, like I said, is more central state westward today. All right, so here's what we got going right now. This is noontime, 1 o'clock. Got some thunder boomers there on the East Coast this afternoon. Early afternoon today. But watch what happens. These are going to drift across the state. And classic sea breeze 5-6 o'clock here. Look at that. So going to get some rain today. Starts on the East Coast and makes it to the West Coast by this afternoon. I-4 North is pretty dry. Here's that junk tomorrow, touching the panhandle that we showed earlier. And tomorrow, rain chances could still erupt middle of the state, normal afternoon stuff. So summertime pattern is back. What's the coolest thing in the world is this HRR. You can look like a hero to your friends. Go to Levi's site, look at the HRR, and you'll know exactly which direction the storms are going. I've done this so many times. See the flow today? It's east to west. I've done so many times playing things on the water, knowing that the storms are moving inland. Nobody's going to the ramp. Everybody sees clouds and Oldsmar and the storms, and they're like, heck, man, they don't have HRRR. HRRR shows you the flow, and it's so awesome because everything living in Florida is dependent upon this high pressure system out here, the Bermuda High, and depending on how far deep it is and how shallow it is where our storms develop. So anyway, how about that? Yeah, Shelly, I don't know. I click on that a lot. It's random. I don't get it. So that's it. We're done. Jackson Kane, what's up? Thanks for joining us over there on YouTube. Who's got a bride? Somebody get married? All right, anything else? Hey, happy Easter, Loretta Reed. Hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for following along. Happy Easter, everybody. Tracy, rain on Good Friday, bad for farmers, rain on Easter, 7 Sundays of rain. A little wise tale there. All right, cool. Thank you, Cliff. Appreciate that, buddy. I'm here for you. I love it. There you go. All right, cool. Well, it's been about an hour. Great Easter. We'll be back Monday. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on the tropics. See if we get a little yellow circle. Never know. I don't know if there'd be enough right now, but 12Z models will be interesting. We'll see. So, all right. Have a great day. Happy Easter. We'll see you Monday. Bye.